Hello, good afternoon, welcome back to the channel. This is Antagonist Gaming with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth Chapter 2, A New Journey Begins. In our last video, we did a good chunk of the exploration around the Grasslands. We got a sample of some of Chadley's different data missions. We did a couple of quests, one for Mayor Fritz of Calm, and another one for a bartender. That kind of got us set into the Queen's Blood quest line. Right now we're in the town, and we're going to be doing a promotion match for Queen's Blood. One of the things that's interesting about the Queen's Blood players you meet around the world is even though they're minor characters that have, outside of a couple of characters that are heavily involved in the plot line, you only meet them once or twice, but they all have unique personalities. So, like, in the case of this one, the promotion match is this lady here, and her whole deck is built around this a monster that has like really high defense. So she's sitting at a table and she's completely surrounded by like a wall of boxes that she built around herself. So like these characters are all kind of like silly or eccentric in their own ways, and it just kind of makes the whole quest line fun. Where, you know, in some of these games, sometimes quest lines can be like tiresome and unenjoyable, but the Queen's Blood quest line is fun in part because the game is fun. But also because all the little minor characters that are part of it, most of them are pretty interesting and funny. So I've defeated all of the regular players except for her in town, and I did most of them on stream.
Excuse me.
So
that was my barricade you just destroyed.
Now we're going to talk to her.
Come to admire the Bailey? It is something. Or maybe you're here to get your ass handed to you in a QB match. I'm Zahira. A pleasure. Just like Calm's wall, I yield to no one, refusing to give a single inch to my opponents. Don't presume you'll emerge unscathed if you decide to go up against me, because you will wind up with more than just a few bruises.
So we're gonna take her on, and it says, so we're a blood servant is our current rank, and it says we've defeated 2 out of 3 players needed to promote, so if we win, we'll increase our rank. She's a level 3 player. So her big thing is she's got this level 3 thing called the Screamer that can turn every single space around it into one of her spaces. So, doesn't have any special abilities beyond that, though. I've put some of the cards I've won in the other matches that we've seen in there. So, like the Chocobo card, the Chocobo and Moogle card, which increases in power when we buff. I've got these crabs that will buff my own units. Titan, which I bought on the last video we did, is worth a lot, and his spaces that he creates around are automatically level 2 or higher. So, we're putting together the foundation of a deck built around buffing cards. As we get through the game, if we go through the plot and we face stronger players, you'll see that it's more than just like adding and playing cards at the right time, but there actually is a lot more strategy to it. So we're gonna get going and do this card game here, and then we're gonna go out and do some more exploration, and then head down and fight the boss. So nope, this hand is good. I've got some different things, so I'm gonna go with this. So I put the Chocobo in the middle. It turns both of my other 2 starting spots into 2-star spots. And then I just drew a nice card that's able to... So I've got a good chunk of points already on the board. I've got all my best cards down. So now our goal is going to be to, try to strategize and, I may actually have gotten myself into a pickle here. Yeah, this actually does not look good for me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart this. Like, that's the thing about this game is, and I love strategy games. I'll do Fire Emblem and stuff after we're done with this series. So, like, I'll put the Chocobo down in the middle now to start. And now I got 2 level 3 or 2 level 2 spots. And what I can do now is I can start buffing. And that way, so each time I buff one of my own other cards, I also buff the Chocobo, although I may have lost this match here. Yeah. I remember her being challenging the last time I played her, too. Some of the promotion matches are significantly more difficult than the than all the others. So I'll mulligan one of my... So let's see here. So the Mandrake card actually gives me another free card. And yeah. So yeah, here we go. Okay, I think I've got this. Alright, so she's in the lead currently, but we're gonna turn the tables pretty easily. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this wolf down here, and that's gonna turn the top row from 4 to 3 in her favor to 5 to 4 in my favor. She's got no more cards she can play, so it's over, and then I'm gonna buff the Mandragora to go from 1 to 3, which will bring me from 3 to 5. But then, because the Chocobo and Moogle card gets 1+1 each time I buff one of my own cards, it buffs up to 6. So there's 1 space left to go, but I've got 11 and she's now got 8, so we can pass and that will end. So it took me 3 tries to to win this match. And sometimes it does take multiple tries to win one of these games. But that's what makes it fun. And so I win 11 to 8. I haven't, you know, I think the only match I've really dominated so far was the one with the shopkeeper.
Someone break through my perfect defense. Who are you? Deep down, I always knew. I knew I couldn't stay holed up in here forever. Walls can keep people safe, but even the sturdiest ones eventually crumble. Right. Starting today, you will be my new wall, as it were. And I am going to enjoy watching you crumble.
And since we beat her now, all of her, like, boxes and stuff that she had around her table are now gone. So, alright, so we're gonna head on out, and we're gonna do one more quest for Chadley.
Here we have the
because it has a story element attached to it, and then after we're done with that quest, we are going to, after that, we're gonna, we will, go down and fight the boss. So now we're back at the village entrance. So we're going to do something that's known as phenomenal data. I believe it's phenomenal data. And these are 4 questline things you have to do for Chadley, and they involve characters from other characters from the expanded universe. So it's more than just going up to something and then like registering that you got a tower or something. So in this case, the phenomenal intel is out on the first one is out on the coast. So we're gonna quickly take a shortcut to one of the chocobo stops that we unlocked to cut the distance down a little bit. So we're running through just running along the plains, and so, you know, we see enemies, we can, oh, actually, we're going the wrong direction, but never mind, because we're gonna go do the phenomenal intel, but this is also something I wanted to show.
Hey, Cloud! It seems that a transmuter chip is buried nearby. You should be able to sniff it out with the aid of a chocobo. Once you pinpoint its location, you can ask your bird to dig it up. With that, let the treasure hunt begin.
So, chocobo excavations. At the excavation points, your chocobo can sniff out buried transmuter chips. Once in the face of the direction sent, it will become visible. So there's a couple of these in each region. And basically, after you do a certain amount of data, Chadley will say, hey, I discovered some treasure, which he did in the last video, you know, can you go find it for me? And then you get into these areas. Like in this case, we're exploring some ruined buildings. So, I obtained a transmuter chip, armor upgrades 1. So these, you'll find rare items, but also the ability to create new stuff. So we gotta go around until the chocobo detects something. And, you know, we got Aerith over here. She's also on a chocobo looking for stuff. So, yep, okay, now we got another blue question mark. And what it does is then it creates like a blue line. If it runs into a wall, it'll create like a red mark saying like, hey, the treasure's behind the wall somewhere. You have to go around it and then sniff again to create a new scented trail. And then we follow that, and if there's not something in the way, there'll be like a blue light shining out of the ground where the chocobo detected where the treasure is. The chocobo. So we got another transmuter chip for a windmill gear.
That's quite the transmuter chip you found. In fact, it was once used in the construction of windmills. Given its rarity, I would not be surprised if someone had need of such technology.
So if we do all the side quests in this region, the last one will unlock. Will let us rebuild one of the windmills. And you need this transmuter chip for it. So we need to find one more thing and then we're good. And, okay, nope. Go, you found something? Alright, it's behind a wall, so we have to... Alright, here we go. And sometimes it won't go all the way, so you're gonna have to follow it to the end and then have the chocobo search again. Even if it's not blocking a wall, being blocked by a wall, like it can only detect the scent for so long. Alright, and then we got a cushion transmuter chip, so we can make those now. So, and then, you know, Pico's all happy because he did a good job. Because he's amazing and we love him. And we get our reward. And then we can move on. So we're going to go back and do that data I mentioned. And then after that, we're going to... we're going to go, and then we'll head down to the swamp and explore the swamp and fight the boss. Let's see, is this a... Oh, this is the chocobo stop we already fixed. So there's like 6 or so, I think, in each region. Alright, let's see here. Okay, so we're coming up on a rare fight, it looks like. So I can, so you know there's a rare fight on the map when you see like a symbol of 2 gold swords. Though actually, I think it's like on the bottom of a cliff, so we might be able to skip it and come back to it. So what we're going to is, we're heading out to, it looks like a kind of like an old lighthouse tower on the edge of a little peninsula that juts off into the sea. Oh, wait, a baby chocobo? Meaning a chocobo stop, which is good because that means that there's a checkpoint around here which can help us fast travel around. Let's see, where's it at? Here it is. Sometimes it takes the chocobo a couple tries. Cloud can also try to pick it up on his own too. So, and I got a gold plume, which I can use to give Pico accessories, or any of the other chocobos that we'll meet later on. This is a way down to like a part on the sea, and there's a quest battle that we'll have down there, but we never accepted that quest, so the boss hasn't shown up yet. We'll do that. I'll do that quest probably when I come back and do all the content. Later. So Phenomenal Intel 1, Coastal Lookout.
Cloud, the proto-relic should be somewhere in your vicinity. It may not be in plain sight, but I trust you'll be able to find it.
So these Phenomenal Intels are looking for things called proto-relics, and we need all of them to get something. In this case, we're going up on a lighthouse. We can't get in through the main entrance, but this fence has got a break in it, so...
Yep, this here's something that we'll appreciate.
If you recognize those voices, you know who it is. That's right. It's Beck's Badasses.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Dozer! The hell you people doing here?
So, who are you?
Oh, hell no! Don't you dare act like you've forgotten Beck's Badasses. Yeah, you waltzed into our home and beat us to shit. We hadn't even done nothing. You big jerks! You're responsible for the destruction of our charitable organization.
Oh, are we?
News to me.
Wouldn't you like to know? I mean, I would too, and it looks like crap. But it's definitely pulsing with a ridiculous amount of power.
Once we flip it, we'll be swimming in lakes of gil.
Hey, Cloud, isn't that...
What are you doing here?
Midgar isn't big enough for us. We're taking our operations worldwide.
We've gone legit. We're a business now.
Yeah, special kind of stupid.
If Chadley can take over the world with Mako, then all we gotta do is find our own treasures, and then we'll be on top.
Yeah, we're gonna appreciate all the things.
All right, now we're gonna take him out.
Hold on. Now you're after our treasure?
Well, sucks to be you. We found it.
Yeah, we're the only ones who can appreciate it.
Hand it over. Now.
Ha! You really think that's enough to intimidate the likes of...
No, please, it's all yours. Just don't hurt us again.
Play dead! Play dead!
We're freaking out! Now listen here, numbnuts. I got a foolproof plan. I call it... Use a decoy!
Yeah.
Decoy means so, who's the decoy?
All of you, that's who!
We'll be decoys. Wait.
Gentlemen, it has been an honor. If you survive, meet back at the hideout!
He just runs off and leaves them there, deal with Cloud, the team.
Come on.
Oh, Tifa doesn't have any magic. I'll have to change that.
Come on, good luck.
Let's see. Go for it. Taking over.
Oh wait, no, she has Blizzard. Not super helpful, but so we took out one of them. Have Red 13 use, or Cloud can use fire, which they're weak to. Which
I'm not going out like this. Bring it! There! Come on, pour it on! Finger! Give it your all!
Alright, now Chadley's gonna talk to us.
Cloud. My readings indicate the proto-relic is on the move. Would you mind updating me on the situation?
Bandits beat us to it.
Oh? I see. Fortunately, I've already ascertained the proto-relic's destination. Would you mind heading there?
So now we gotta head to the pipeline facility where Kyrie was at. So one of the nice things about fast travel is I can just click open the map and I can go all the way over there, and then I can fast travel straight to where the Kyrie quest was, and that cuts off like a massive amount of just like the dead empty travel time. He's not actually in the exact spot where Kyrie was at. There's like another part of the facility that they're at. So, but before that, I'm gonna give Tifa a different materia because I'll give her the fire and ice materia, I guess. Just because so she can have fire, because human enemies are weak to fire. Like most of the weaknesses carried over again in this game. They changed some stuff. You know, some stuff got more difficult, some stuff became easier. So we gotta follow the pipes along to the end here, because there's like another facility up here on this cliff. We're in like the dried out rocky part of the region. So we're gonna keep following that. So, sorry Pico, I know this isn't exactly the easiest terrain for you. Okay, we found it. We're a little bit higher up, too high up, so we have to go down. So I hear a baby chocobo, I think. Yeah. Okay. Where are you taking me, buddy? Oh, I see it. Okay. This won't take but a moment. Having these set up for later will help when I go back and do more of the content, and I do the rest of the content. The music in the regions actually change the more stuff you do. It becomes higher quality and stuff like that. So, alright, so we're at the pipe management facility.
Cloud, I've picked up readings from the Proto-Relic. I believe the bandits are close by. And busy preparing a meal, if I'm not mistaken. They may flee if openly confronted. I suggest using those shipping containers to cover your approach.
So we're gonna go through this facility. It's, you know, it's like there's like a kind of like hollowed out old like room on the top of a raised platform, and then there's, you know, a bunch of like shipping crates and stuff around it, and then there's at the bottom of the steps that take you up there, the bandits are, you know, preparing food. So take cover behind shipping containers to reach the room undetected. So they've got the Proto-Relic in this room, in this facility.
How could you ditch us like that, boss?
Don't be an idiot. I had to for the treasure, obviously. I was inconsolable.
So, you know, the bandits are going back and forth, so we gotta...
Oh, that smell. What's that?
Oh, it's like when you're consolable, but not.
I'm starving over here.
You think that Beck's gonna come after us?
Let's cut to the We'll hide out here until that merc gives up.
Hey, boss.
Who's that?
Can we eat yet? I'm hungry.
You ain't ready yet, dingus. We call it well done, because shit's gotta get done well. Oops. Not poorly.
Yeah, but I think you got it done too well.
Hey, are you a chef? You got a puppy hat? Oh.
Wonder how much the guy's got.
So I went the wrong way, so I'm gonna have to...
Okay, we'll hide out here till that merc gives up.
Hey, boss.
Show me the
Can we
meat!
eat yet? I'm hungry.
You ain't ready yet, dingus. We call it well done, because shit's gotta get done well. Not
We
poorly.
want meat.
Yeah,
We want
but
meat.
I think you got it done.
It's him. The merc's coming for us.
Shit, it's them!
Run for it!
What? For meat.
Oh, I'll have to start over.
Looks like they caught wind of you, huh? Their hunger will get the best of them, though. You can either lie in wait for their return, or temporarily vacate the area.
So I'll just hit triangle to retry. So I hold triangle, and it resets the minigame.
Looks like the coast is clear.
What the hell was that? That's kind of weird. Do you think they weren't hungry? Oh, the merc! He found us!
Oh, jeez. So I'll have to retry again. Yeah, I gotta go the way I went the first time. I actually didn't go the wrong way.
Looks like the coast is clear.
They didn't steal our meat!
Huh. That's kind of weird. Do you think they weren't hungry?
They're just bird
Smells
brains,
like
that's
it's coming
all.
along.
Anyway, gotta leave this baby on the
We
fire
got
a
company?
little longer to get it nice and crispy.
Alright. So now I'm right behind them.
That's not well done. I don't know what is.
They're...
Presenting the finest food you'll ever eat. Fucking bird!
You're the best, boss!
Turned out pretty good if I do say so myself. Okay, boys, time to chow down.
So they head upstairs. And we're gonna have to like climb up the back. Fortunately, these buildings are old, and there's always a back way in. Oh, it's locked. But there's a ladder that goes up, and these buildings are old, and there's always like holes in the ceiling and stuff. So
breathe it in.
Oh, I know how to breathe. Ah, they found us! We're so dead!
Get up quick, would you? So, you want this thing that bad, huh?
he pulls out the proto relic. It's like a silver piece of armor. So I'm just gonna say yes.
Way you came after us, I figured. Which means I was right all along. This thing's worth a fortune. So we ain't just gonna give it up, dumbass.
I don't have time for this.
Right now, boss!
Relax, boys. I've got just the plan. I call it baiting the hook.
Yeah, hook and the bait. So what? What's the bait?
For all intensive purposes, it's you.
Me?
Here, take this.
Thanks. Can I eat it?
Chuck it for the gotcha!
And there's a bird monster. So he eats the meal, and there's like a bird that's mad about.
Come on.
There's a bird that's mad about how the fact that Beck's badass is.
There's no escape. Watch yourself.
Fortunately, some of these battles are pretty short. So we take him out. And Butch gets up. He runs away.
That was so worth it.
Chadley's gonna tell us where to go next.
So, Cloud, the proto relic does not appear to be at your location.
Whatever. You can track it, can't you?
I most certainly can. Not only that, I've deduced where the bandits are headed next. And on that note, I'll let you get back to it.
Phenomenal Intel 2, 1 badass barbecue complete. Phenomenal Intel 3, abandoned Republic factory is next. So we'll be able to head over to this tower that I previously activated, and that cuts like 2/3 of the distance off. And then we head towards this factory that is a little bit, it's like underneath the highway that would take us back to Midgar if we had the ability to go back there. So we found the factory. And there's like a way in along the side, I believe. Yeah, so we find Beck and his gang.
Hey, what you do with the hideout key?
Buried it underground so nobody can find it.
You idiot! What if some good-for-nothing thugs break in and we get locked out? Where'd you come from?
Save everyone the trouble and hand it over.
Not the trouble, anything but that. Just do what he says, boss.
Truman, I've still got a trick up my sleeve. A trick I like to call diversionary tactics. Okay, you know what to do, okay? I bet you couldn't guess who's got it, even if you tried.
So we gotta guess one person. I'm just gonna guess Beck, because why not?
Wrong! What'd I tell you? The correct answer is... Ta-da! Me!
Doesn't matter who you pick.
Everything's got a totally diversion.
So, what do we do now, boss?
Isn't it obvious? We make a run for it!
Wait a sec, boss. What about the key?
So he just sends out a bunch of his regular thugs now to get us.
Take the lead. Okay, let's go.
Let's see.
So pretty easy though, because they die really quick. Oh, Cloud should be able to use fire on them, and that'll take the last one out. And there we go.
I suppose we all have our off days.
I want them to get away. That's the plan. Once they get us to their hideout, then we head over.
I'm sorry to have ever doubted you. Before you resume your hunt, however, I'll need you to unearth the key they buried. It shouldn't be too tough if you have a chocobo.
Use your chocobo sense of smell to find the key. And like any comic relief villains, they decided to bury the key outside in an easy place where I can find it. I think, unless it's inside the... When the red question mark icon appears above your chocobo, it detects a scent that warrants investigation. So, we've already done this with one quest already. So Pico sniffs around. And actually, oh, we found it. Oh, actually, no. We follow the key's scent outside of the Alright. And it'll fade after a short amount of time, so you have to, like, have Pico sniff around again for it. And it's just outside in the ground. So we peck down where the bright spot is, and we find the key. And it says you found the key to Beck's hideout.
Looks like you found the key. Great. And in other news, the bandits have stopped running. Let's hope that the fourth time will be the proverbial charm.
So this is the last one. I wouldn't do this quest on, you know, if it was like 8 missions long. All the phenomenal untels are 4 long. Now some of them are more annoying than others. So let's see here. So they're up on the edge of a little area, so I think the best strategy is to go to the air raid shelter entrance, I think, because that's right by where their hideout is at. Because their hideout is through like a locked gate that we couldn't get in before, but now that we unlocked it, we can. And let's see, actually, I think we're gonna need to make sure we have lightning magic. So I might have to take that off somebody else. Yeah, Barrett's got it. So, and I'll make sure that Cloud has Ramu, because we might be able to summon Ramu in this fight. Does Tifa have a summon? She does not, so I'll give her one as well. I'll just give her Leviathan. Okay. Oh, and if Cloud's weapon has mastered, if he's mastered Focus Thrust, which he has, I can give him the Sleek Saber, and I can then upgrade that. So, and you know, this is, again, like, this is part of the inaccessible nature of a game like this, when you don't have a lot of good accessibility technology, is, so I'll give him, I guess, ATB charge rate up, because I think that means that his ATB gauge will charge up faster. You know, it's going through all these menus and stuff, and if you don't have any kind of screen reading technology or something else that helps you navigate them, it's just confusing. And to top it off, they're, you know, the menus can be extremely bright, so, you know, even, you know, so sometimes older games are more accessible than modern stuff just because of the brightness can overwhelm someone who's got high light sensitivity. So we got a few regular little enemies here outside, but they're gonna... Oh, and that's one of the things, like Aerith and Barrett will help shoot from magic from the sidelines when they're with us. There are chapters where the whole party's not together, but not the case this time. So, all right, so Beck's hideout is literally just kind of like an old warehouse. So we're gonna.
The building. At one point, it was used for the storage of Shinra property, but the bandits have since turned it into a hideout and probably filled it with traps.
Hey, boss. I don't get it. Why do we put Dad in the hideout?
Obviously, so we can pull one over on the bluff, dumbass.
So they're laying down on the ground, and there's like this giant Shinra box over them. And, you know, of course they're planning for us to, like, go under it, but it's, you know, these guys are comic relief villains, so I'll just pull the lever, which will spring the trap on them instead. So they get all mad.
Disfiguring defenseless corpses. You should be ashamed. Corpses, huh? Now listen, what I'm trying to say here is, we don't gotta resort to violence. We can talk things out like gentlemen.
I'll just say I got nothing to say to them.
I'm trying to be nice. You walk all over me. You know what I think? You people are the real thieves.
Bunch of scumbags.
Real fallbacks. Don't say I didn't try to keep it peaceful. You guys messed with the wrong legitimate businessman.
So we gotta fight all four of them, and they've got a sweeper that's like been modified. So the first thing we do is take out the small fry as quickly as possible.
All set.
This is a really annoying fight. Mostly just because, like, you've got to fight all these other guys first. And then you got to fight the boss. Or this modified sweeper.
Keep it up. You're up. Need to heal up.
Gotta stick it out.
Oh, that didn't go well.
Good to go.
So we still, I guess Bird is still alive. So we're gonna have to take him out.
Let's make it hot. Go for it.
He's weak to fire. Okay, the sweeper is staggered.
Bring it down. Let's pour out the
So Red just entered Vengeance mode, so he does more damage. He heals when he takes certain hits. So, and since this is a Shinra weapon, it's weak to
all the time.
It's weak to lightning, but I'm gonna use assess on it because you want to scan things.
Gotcha.
So Cloud, this ability from Cloud is he does two attacks. One is a lightning element attack, and one is a thunder element attack, which is why it's called Firebolt Slash. So I'm gonna use the Phoenix down on cloud. I'm gonna have to buy items before. So, somersault.
Giving it my all.
And the somersault takes it out, so, and that's the end of the fight. And Beck's badasses are, you know, groveling on the ground.
Come on, you gotta let us off the hook!
Off the hook! Off the hook! Off the hook! Off?
All we wanted was to sell the treasure for some cash so we could stop stealing and start fresh!
It's always been our dream to start a company and do honest work.
Hey, we could throw him a bone.
2,000 gil.
Yeah! What deal? You got yourself a deal!
Alright, so we pay them 2,000 gil. I got 5,500, so I can afford that.
Pleasure doing business! See that, boys? That's how you broker an honest deal!
What a deal, bro!
And hey, no more bandit stuff.
You better believe it! From now on, we're earning our money the honest way, as a business! Next business, baby! Next business! Right.
So, we'll see if they can hold that you know, hold to that promise, huh?
Employees? Employees! Beck's employees! Wait, what's employees do anyway?
You buddy.
We're buddies? That's cool! Me and the buddies are gonna make our business real big!
All right, boys. We got work to do. There's glittering riches out there, and your president's gonna lead you to it. Let's business!
Yes, sir, Mr. Prez.
To the press!
So, you think they've turned over a new leaf?
Who knows?
And that's it for the phenomenal intel. And we get the proto relic, and it shines up. It's like a piece of like samurai-looking armor, and then we're going through like a bright kind of magical vortex thing. And then we see an image of like a medieval Japanese style castle, and we see a guy with like wearing samurai armor, red samurai armor with like a flowing cape looking thing, and he's staring into a pond.
Fire with purpose. Oh, yet a stripling. One whose mettle must be tested.
So, if you've played in Final Fantasy games before, you might know who this guy is. If you haven't, it's Gilgamesh. So, he's a kind of a recurring boss in Final Fantasy, the Final Fantasy series. He wasn't in the original 7, but they brought him into the remake trilogy.
Cloud! I have confirmed that you are now in possession of the Proto Relic. I've already taken the liberty of scanning it, and need only analyze the data. Should I happen to pick up other Proto Relic readings, I may request your assistance again. Oh, there is one more thing I should mention. Your device detected a small amount of interference. I can't say for certain, but it's entirely possible that others are looking for Proto Relics as well.
What for?
That's what I hope to find out. I'll be in touch if I learn anything new.
Alright. Obtain Beck's Proto Relic. So, I think we may end up just doing a little more exploration and then go to the boss, because the boss fights in this game take more than 10 minutes, and there's a pretty cool cinematic after it, and it's going to take us some time, even with fast traveling. I gotta go to, I'm gonna go to Bill's Ranch here, and there's, I can buy stuff here from the vending machines and such, and level up the team a little bit with the folio thing. But that quest took a lot longer than I thought. I didn't realize the Proto Relic quest would take like 25 or 30 minutes. But it did. Some of them do take a long time. Some of them don't take that long at all, especially if you've already got all the fast travel stuff mapped out. So we're gonna level up our team here, and then I'll just call this like part 2 of exploration, and actually the next video will be dedicated more to the story. And then we'll come back to the Grasslands again later to do the other 2/3 or so of the intel. This is Cloud's Folio. So I guess we'll give him Range Blade. Give him some more HP. He'll need it because we got a boss fight coming up. So some of these attacks, you know, like I got Wind Current. Like they give you, they give you the ability to cast like weak attacks with an element that don't use any MP. So if you're trying to like exploit a boss's weakness, so we're gonna learn an ability that can work with anyone when it's called Leaping Strikes. This is one of Tifa's abilities, and then we'll give her combo damage up. Oh, I should have gotten that, but it's fine. So now Red 13. Team up with your partner to charge the phone. So Wild Charge is one of his abilities. It can be used with any. Some of these are specific character specific ones. And then some of these are like Savage Assault here is just Cloud and Red 13, and it increases their limit level. So now we got Barrett. Give him max HP. Barrett's a tank, and we're going to be using him quite a bit in the mines. So Avalanche 2-Step is one of his abilities with Tifa. He'll definitely need that because Barrett and Red 13 have a good amount of content together in the story. And Aerith as well. I haven't done really anything with her. So she's got a bodyguard ability where she can like summon people to protect her while she casts spells. Aerith is really hard to use, but but for the people that are good at using her, she's a really good character. So she uses all these wards and stuff, so she gets better as the game goes along when you get more of her weapons. And that's everyone. So now I'm gonna go to the vending machine, and I'll buy the cushion, and I believe the boss is weak to fire, but I'll also buy another ice materia too. There's a steel materia, I guess, for discounted, so I'll grab that. I'll buy more Phoenix Downs. And I guess I'll try to use the item transmuting to make some more stuff. Can I... Alright, what's a Mist Potion do? Oh, a Mist Potion heals everyone, so which is good. So yeah, these different things give you, and then once you craft them once, they become cheaper to craft. So So, and the more you level things up, the more, oh, and so the windmill gear, which is a quest item for this one, requires the Quetzalcoatl talon. And in order to fight the Quetzalcoatl, you've got to do more of Chadley's data. It's like a boss enemy that you fight as part of doing the rare encounters thing, part of his data, where you fight the, like, special monsters. We only fought a couple of different groups of those. So we'll see the Quetzalcoatl in a different video than this one, when I go back and I do all the Grasslands stuff. Yeah, as you make stuff, you gain the ability to make more better stuff. So pretty self-explanatory thing, I think. So that'll be all for this video. I'm sorry that I didn't get to the boss like I promised at the beginning of this video and the end of the last one, but I really don't want to enter into a story segment, like right at the end of a video and like cut it off. I'd rather do the whole thing at the beginning or in the middle of a video where you have the full chance to experience it. Because this is like an actual full boss fight, not just like a mini boss like fighting Beck and his goons or one of these monsters, the fight is going to take a lot longer. There's going to be a lot of cinematics and, you know, dialogue and stuff before, during, and after the fight. So we will be exploring the swamp in the next video and then heading into the mines. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, I'm sorry that I didn't get through as much as I wanted to in this video, but we will be back with more soon. And then we will be on our way into the mines and then down to Junon. And I will do a series of videos where I go back and complete some of the old content that we skipped, in order to maintain good story pacing for those who are, interested in all of the exploring of the world stuff. And, we'll probably do, a good chunk of it. And the Queen's Blood quest line will be the main one that we will be doing as we go through the story. But we will be doing, a few quests in each region too. So thank you so much. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and that you'll join us for another video in the world of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you.